This is the last movement of the Beethoven C minor violin piano sonata, and it's often required the most work, most time, most thought, because it's challenging in all kinds of ways. So anyway. Oh, it's late. I have to be careful of the ones that take time because of the double stops in the violin particularly. Not so much. Okay, this forte piano for both of us requires a leap. We have to be a little sensitive to the physical needs, which makes a lot. Not only is it musically going both ways, physically makes it easier to trust. Here. So I need to make sure I trust that feedback. So something I discovered that for me, I would have always gone in this figure 2/4 to 3/5, 2/4 to 4/5, 2/4 to 4/5. This editor suggests shifting over to 2/3 and 3/5. Now, what I discovered is on a lighter weighted piano, my preferred fingering 2/4 to 4/5 works best. So I'm going to just practice that, even though it may not be successful on this piano. Again, if I allow visual input, where I otherwise would feel ill at ease, it makes such a difference. But as always, when you're relying partly on the score and partly on seeing where you are on the keyboard, you have to know where to look. You have to know when you have that need. Let's see. 3/1. 3/1. Before 5/4 1/4 is what I've written. Well, it may be. a lot of notes that just keep coming at you, and I simply have to be really aware of what they are and trust in my solution. So, okay, this still makes me. And I remember, without awareness of the duplicated note, the A flat being left by the right hand, and a rather significant motion off the key, it'll never work. So, that works. I don't need such a potent D flat either. Oh, that was nice. All I need is the sforzando on the G flat, the left hand. There. Yes! my way to duplicate that page so that I could easily practice the page turning. It took a major effort, well, not a major effort on my part, it took an effort on my part. I see it on the floor. Lo and behold, a very important turn, a very important page, so. Played that far because I really needed to feel a basic sense that I wasn't going to be thrown by the constancy of the demand. I really want to clean this up, and it's again, it's busyness. It's the fact that there's non-stop events. It's Bach-like in that regard. Of course, it's counterpoint, but that's one of the reasons that there's a dovetailing of ideas, and I have to be able to take them in stride and feel a sense of breath. Most particularly feel a sense of ease while executing them. So, it's suddenly in minor. Skip here that I really need to. And that really was nice. I have to get these right hand placements accurately. That in turn means that my left hand has to feel at ease. There we go. And almost immediately after I survived that, my left hand is jumping all over the place again. That G. So if I play it from memory, it's almost right. It's easy to get to the E flat, it has good profile. You know what I mean by that? It's that the hand feel is immediately accessible. It sticks out. Whereas white notes in general, unless you're in among the black notes, you have no particular feel for. That's good. The rest is a different kind of demand. Excellent. continuity, certain gestures allow for a breath and a placement of the hand. Place, place, and a toss by comparison. Piano, I've got to be careful. I have lightly obscured the piano part by circling it, which is pretty darn funny. Need my page. In a row, because I like two because of this black note second finger, and then I like two here for this scale. That's right. Not a skip in the left. Left hand that needs most of my attention, but the right hand needs to be placed too. Maybe I misspoke. Maybe they simply both need attention, but at different times. And of course, I need to have my left hand memorized. thumb. Octaves with silent thumbs. It's better. Been looking at this G, and that's what I need to be doing. The problem is I also need to place the right hand. If I could just maintain my gaze in one place, not look at the right hand at all. I cheated. Hard to say. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm staring down here. I'm not looking there at all. I'm going to look down here. I want some visual reinforcement for my right hand. I just don't want the distraction from my left hand. That was much better. That's just a little bit of right hand. Decided on the thumb. physically nice and juicy as it is really not helping with my leaps. So I've been misleading myself. Third, second, third. Wow. Third, second. Okay, that's worth. To avoid the dreaded law of diminishing return setting, and I'm going to stop soon. Almost immediately. Third, yes! And same thing applies to the D. I do not want thumb anymore. I want 3 here too. So. Well, and the other thing I have to avoid is reaching for the black note early. That deserves review. 2-4, as I discovered. That certainly needs review. That's a crescendo to piano. Almost right. Again, I need my eyes involved. Once again. That's easy enough. Okay, that needs a real. That needs placement. Placement. Look at the thumb note. One of those. Okay, that needs lots of review. Let's see. That's good. No with the F. Yeah, you can't get back to piano, or this will just be overwhelmingly noisy. Much better. Whoa. Whoa, that was messy. Oh, and I remember now my wonderful pivot discovery, keeping the second finger jammed against the F sharp. I'm going to try that. I can do it. F sharp, E. That'll be weird. Okay. Let me sum up. This was really some sloppy work at times, but I really, really, really wanted to reinforce this last movement a bit, to know what was still to be done. A few things in this last page. Biggest ones are, well, this is just a simple boomchick, but it requires me to know precisely where to look because I'm jumping around. It's so quick, and I'm jumping around a lot. So ultimately, I want it to be really calm. So you see, I'm just setting arbitrary. And that was better. It's worse. Demanding that that G be felt so that there's nothing vague about it. And I'm looking at all the places. That's much too fast for the success rate I'm getting, which is because I don't want it to get worse, but I did want to touch on what the issues still are. Okay.